Morning everyone, welcome back to the channel. Laura's feeding calves. We've had a run of babies. We got lots of babies. We've got George helping. What are you doing, Moo-Moo? What are you doing, Moo-Moo? We've got Willie Brown helping. This is pasture number 4. It's looking really nice, as you can tell. It's probably 8 inches or more. Milk cows are in number 3. It's currently raining, so we're gonna go see how much grass they have left and if I should open the gate so they can come in the barn for a little deprever or not. And then, depending on what the weatherman says, I might put them in this field just because it's close to the barn. So if they want to come run and hide, they can. But we got to look to see what the weatherman says. There's the graze line, and there's what they got this morning. They got a little grass left in here, but they've knocked it down pretty good. I'd say I'm probably just going to go ahead and open the gate and probably switch fields here soon, just because I see a lot of them standing in the back along the tree line under cover, you know, and some of the stuff they're just going to leave. So I showed you guys field number 4. The cows are in currently field number 3, and if the rain decides to let up a little bit, this is where the cows are going to go next. I'm just walking off the driveway a little bit to get more in the middle here, but the grass is up to my boot. You know, so we're well past 9 inches here, I would say. More like, you know, foot tall in some spots, 9 inches in the smaller spots. And so yeah, 4 and 24, which is the field I'm in, will be the next 2 fields to graze. And then we will go check out 23 real quick. Okay, so this is field number 23. I don't know if you guys can see the difference, but that field is a lot greener than this one. This one didn't get the manure applied as hard because it's got the pond in the middle. So we've been kind of wary about that. But as you can tell in here, it's still pretty high. And in some spots, it's probably right around 10 inches. I left the back portion because last time the cows were in here it monsooned, so the back portion has a little more grass than up here, but it's still looking very, very nice in here. So we're stoked with this. And the cows haven't been grazing a field in about a day. It's taken them almost 2.5 days per field, which is good for us because it's slowing their rotation way down. And then over there, I don't know if you guys can see, but the cows are starting to move. And so I look at that and I go, okay, time to open up the barn. Because one of the #1 rules is you don't want your cattle to be bunched up, especially when it's wet weather, because it'll turn a nice green section of grass into a mud hole in less than about 10 minutes. So when you're running cows in the pastures and you're doing rotationally grazing, you have to be very, very wary of what your cows are doing and what their behavior's doing. So yeah, you don't want to make a whole bunch of damage. And now they're running for the barn. As stubborn as I want to be, and I know there's a little bit of grass left in the back, I'm just going to open up the gate and call that field good. The grass will be there for next time. It's not a whole lot. This is pasture number 2. It's looking really nice too. I'd say it's about 6 inches over there though. So yeah, we'll probably go with number 4 next, number 22, or sorry, 24, and then number 23. So yeah, as you can tell, the grass is ahead of us because, you know, we're trying to go for about 9-inch, you know, on the grazing stick. So we're not, you know, blowing through pastures too much, but sometimes you don't have a choice when the weather's blowing or when it's raining. So you just kind of try to make smart, educated decisions. And yeah, go with what works for you guys. I mean, it's never going to be perfect. Farming is just kind of this imperfect rhythm that you kind of establish, and a lot of walking around the pastures and seeing what's growing and stuff like that. And every once in a while you just save a little hat trick, which mine is number 4 because it's close to the barn. So I always kind of save it for a rainy day. And today is kind of the perfect example of that. And this is a perfect example of what you should do when your cows are here like this. They're going, all right, Dad, we've had it with the rain. Most of them are full, I guarantee you that. I'm just like, yeah, we've had enough. So we'll go ahead and let them in the gate. I already set up the barn for them, so everything's good there. And we'll let them come in the barn, and we'll probably just switch them fields. They're acting like there's alfalfa in the barn, but there ain't. We ran out, and we don't want to buy any more of that. It's too expensive. So come on. So just for reference one more time, barn door is right here. And this is pasture number 4. So I'll probably head out here in a couple of minutes and put a line out there. And yeah, I always, like I said, try to keep this one in my back pocket for rainy days because it's close to the barn and they have good inside and outside access. So if they want to, they can come and go as they please. Even though it's a little hard on the entrances, I would rather have them come in and out of the barn than group up like they were trying to and stand there and make a bunch of mud. So just kind of learning as we go. And yeah, everyone looks happy. I'm just gonna shut the barn door while I get the field ready. They got a section of free stalls open, so that means I got to do barn chores in the morning, but that's okay. And then another side note is Coach Mike has taught me that if the cows come in the barn full, you can hold them in the barn for an hour to an hour and a half and they will be fine. Like I said, essentially they're just trying to hide from the weather, and I don't blame them. So I have basically an hour to set up a little portion of that field, and then I will open up the gate, and then they should go out and start heavily grazing again. So I'm not in a big hurry. I just know that most of them are full because they were standing there and only a few were eating, and yeah, they just had enough of the rain, and I don't blame them. So yeah, I think it's only been a week since my last video, but man, look at those trees in the 1 week, how much leaves they put on. You know, and another pocket option, if I didn't have number 4 here, you know, I could stick them in a field like that, for example, and they will all kind of congregate under the tree line there, and, you know, and that'll give them a little shelter too. But like I said, I saved number 4. It just happened, you know, to work out perfect for this. This should hold them for a couple days, and it's only supposed to rain for a couple more days. So yeah, lucky me. Sometimes things work out. So, but yeah, we're doing good here on the coast. I mean, it's been a wet spring, but it's also been, you know, dry enough. You know, we've had enough sun breaks to where grass is shooting up, and we're not really having to worry about the irrigation, or it's just been kind of acting like spring, which we really appreciate, because last year it just rained till about the end of June, early July. It just rained and rained and rained and rained, and it was just tough. You couldn't, you know, there's just no right, wrong, or it seemed like every decision you made backfired. So yeah, this year has presented itself with a few more opportunities to, at least in my eyes, be kind of a little more successful. So that's helped out. And yeah, we're just gonna go set up the pasture for the cows. And yeah, it's been about an hour now, so we're gonna go ahead and open the door for the cows, and we'll see who wants to stay inside and who wants to go outside. Ooh, hello. Fresh grass. We've got fresh grass. We got a couple takers. Anybody coming? Jolene? What do you think? I don't know. Billy? No, Jolene. She's like, I'm brave. Oh, yeah. Darlene, huh? Moosey? What are you guys doing? Ellie? Princess, you're walking kind of funny. You might need work done again, huh? Did you lose your block? Did you lose your block, huh? I'm making an appointment. One thing I learned about cows is they don't like to go backwards. So it's open and they go around to come in, but now they're just gonna stand at the gate and be like, oh, we don't know what to do. We don't know what to do. If I was mean, I'd just let you guys figure it out. And there we go. 1 hour later. Well, probably 45 minutes or so, but healthy new appetite for the cows. Some lush new pasture. Back to grazing they go.